pause. We pause for a second or two. This is episode 113, Collective Tension. Often in life, we can easily and quickly come to the conclusion that we are tense, that we have tension in our body and in our thoughts. It is easy to come to the conclusion that I am tense right now. Sometimes we feel apprehensive about this and try to hide the fact that we are tense. We can even feel ashamed about it. We have all sorts of different second-hand reactions to our own personal tension. So we may conclude that we are tense, and then upon that we feel in different ways about our tension. Today's episode is called Collective Tension, because often we think that our tension is our own exclusively, or that our tension is our own separate from the tension of others. This is not the case. Often, when we feel tension inside of us, the tension we feel is also an expression of the collective tension that we all share. Right now, the world is vibrating. Right now, the world is very tense. What is going on in different parts of the world is connected. And the tension here is not separate from the tension over there. These days, when we have bad days personally, we might think that it is due to us and us alone, us separately from the rest of people. It is easy to say inside of us, I am tense, I am the only one who is tense. It's me that is tense, and the reason for why I am tense has to do with me. That is not true. Right now, there is great collective tension. And the thoughts that we are having are common. There is this old Japanese painting. I think it is made by Hokusai. I'm not sure, but I think it is Hokusai. He's famous for his wood prints, most prominently the one with the wave. The wave, the big tsunami wave. Hokusai made another wood print of two warriors, two opposing warriors. They might be samurai, I'm not sure, but two warriors, and they are squaring off. They are just about to fight each other to death. And in this painting, in this wood print, this enormous figure, this enormous skeleton, this enormous manifestation of death is pulling, literally pulling down on the background and revealing himself coming up from behind the background to the warriors. So the two warriors, they are looking at each other and they are intent on defeating one another. But they both share the same tension, the same unmistakable, deeply shaking knowledge that this moment will mean death for at least one of us. The giant figure, the giant skeleton with menacing face and aggressive posture is equally giant to the both of them. The tension is equal to both of them. One warrior's tension is not smaller than the other one's. The prospect, the eventuality of death, imminent death, is the same for both of them. And right now, there is war in the air. Right now, the curtain, the background, is being pulled down, and this giant menacing figure is revealing itself for us. And we must not mistake this great tension, this great collective tension, to just be our own. That would be foolish. We are connected by this collective tension. And just like the situation for the two warriors, our situation will also reach its conclusion. What is supposed to happen will happen. And the collective tension that we are feeling right now but often mistaking to be our own personal tension, even though it's not, it's collective. That tension will be resolved. And whatever must happen for that tension to be resolved will happen. Tension always resolves itself one way or another. And if you can sense it right now, this collective tension in the air, in your body, in your thoughts, listening to my voice, you can hear the tension in my voice. You can feel the tension in your own throat. It's the same tension. We are sharing this collective tension. And the conclusion to this tension will also be shared by all of us. No one is separate from this. No one is alone in this. In this last part of today's episode, we will dedicate some time to talking about what is going to happen now. Up until now, in the Western world, in Europe and North America, this collective tension has become overwhelming to individuals here and there. There have been many instances of sole individuals being overwhelmed by this collective tension and acting out on that collective tension. And you know what kind of situations I am referring to. And up until now, the collective tension has shown itself to us in the form of individuals acting out. Individuals, one here, one there, a third, a fourth, like that. However, at some point, in different geographical locations, this pattern of individuals acting out on this collective tension will reach what one can call critical mass. Critical mass. And instead of just being a few individuals acting out on this collective tension, it will start to transform into groups of people acting out. So from individuals acting out to groups acting out. And this has already begun to happen in different places throughout the world, that groups start acting out on this collective tension. And wherever you live, this will be the case, even there. At some point, this collective tension will inevitably lead to that all places will have to go through group acting out. Not only individuals, but group acting out. And groups acting out looks very different from individuals acting out. We function differently in group compared to as individuals. In group, we will find ourselves with alternatives where no alternative feel satisfactory, where no alternative feel like us, where we have a hard time identifying with any of the possible alternatives. Group acting out is always disappointing. Group acting out is always ugly. And group acting out is always strange. For the individual, it will feel strange. It will feel it can feel like an out-of-body experience. It can feel like time and space feels differently. It can feel like we enter a different state of mind where we do not recognize ourselves. And it's important to be realistic about this, that group acting out does not feel like times of individuals acting out. They do not feel the same, and they do not play by the same rules. And each and every one of us will get to know ourselves in a new way now. It will be harsh. It will be revealing. And afterwards, we will feel differently about many things. Collective tension is coming. Collective tension is here, and the resolution, the conclusion of this collective tension is coming, and it's coming to everywhere. So we pause for a second or two, and one day we will just find ourselves there. One day it will just be time for group acting out. And then we will be like the two warriors in that Japanese woodprint. And this giant skeleton will pull down the background to our lives, and we will feel completely equal in the face of that giant, menacing reality. That's it for today. Thank you.